Alright folks, this is mrhilamma. We're back, and we're ready for some more Simcity, but here's the deal. My producer and I, otherwise known as my wife, we have decided, not so mutually as it is her saying that this is the way it's gotta be, that 15 minutes just isn't gonna quite cut it. So, pardon me. We're going to, let me pause. We're going to do 2 parts of a 30-minute episode, but it will be in 15-minute chunks so that you can watch it at your leisure. And what we're going to do is each 30-minute episode is going to be about the same thing. There's going to be a goal that we set out for every episode, and we will accomplish that in 2 parts. So 2 parts, 2 15-minute episodes, each with the same goal. And I think that will probably work out better than what we were trying to do, which is cram a whole lot of stuff into 15 minutes, and I talk just too much. Okay, and I'm doing it again. But that's just something you're going to have to get used to if you're going to watch these videos. So here's where we were. We were putting in some commercial zoning. We know that we need power. We know that we need water, but I wanted to get some zones in first just to give you a taste of what we were going to be doing and how to balance those properly. So we just placed some commercial. I'm going to go ahead and turn the speed back on to llama speed. We've got just a little bit of commercial and quite a bit of residential over here. What you can do is click this little icon down here, population panel is what it's called. You click on that and this all but useless screen pops up, but it has this tab right here, and if anybody knows how to just get directly to that tab, I would be very appreciative. Just send me a comment so that I can tell the rest of the world about it. As it is, you have to click here and then click here. And it tells you exactly how many people of what types you have in your city. And right now we've got, down here it says 270 people in our city. And we've got workers, and we've got shoppers, and we've got some students. Well, that's interesting. Here's something to note. 270 people in the city. Only 180 of them work. And actually 135 of that 180 are unemployed currently, which means that 45 people, 55 now, look at that, something just popped up, 55 people are providing all of this tax revenue that we're receiving right now. So, 65, it's going up, and so is our money. That's good, that's is what we want to see. We're going to get them taxes, tax the people, and give it to me so that I can make more stuff for which to tax the people for. Yeah. Forgive my voice right now. It's bedtime and the baby's asleep, so I'm trying to talk as quietly and loud at the same time as I possibly can, which is probably a dumb idea in hindsight. I should probably just record this later, but no, we're gonna do it now because I want to. Okay. So we've got some unemployed people, so we obviously need to make jobs for them so that we can bring in some more dough. So we're going to do that now. We're going to create some industry jobs. And you're going to notice some cool things about it when I plop it. You're going to notice that these other money classes here, so you got $1 sign, $2 sign, $3 sign. This means, excuse me, yeah, it's not dollars, it's simoleons, obviously. But obviously you highlight it says low wealth, medium wealth, high wealth. So as we place some more industry, you'll notice that we start getting jobs of these other classes. Right now there's 44 medium wealth jobs that were created by this commercial zone that we plopped already. And we don't have any medium wealth residents because all we've got is po folk living over here in some trailers. We're going to try to fix that later. We're going to fix it, don't worry. But right now we gotta get the rest of these po folk employed so that we can tax them. That's right, we tax the poor around here, and give it to me, because that's cool. So let's do that. Give me a little bit of road. Let me lay some road here. Draw it out. Yes. Yes, I like it. I like it. And we're going to plop some power right here. I'm doing wind right now. Now, remember, at the very beginning when we looked at the type of map that this was, we noted that there is coal somewhere out here. We're not going to look at that yet because we don't have the money to deal with it. Coal power plant, 17 grand, and that would blow half our money, and we've got a lot more work to do. So we can't afford that right now. We're going to put that on hold. We're going to go for the El Cheapo wind power plant. And that'll power us for quite some time. When we're ready to go to coal, we'll just delete this. We're also going to need some water. And here's tricky, because I have no idea where water is on our map. And this here, click on the water icon, tells you pumps a decent amount of water from the water table of your city. Where the crap is the water table? I don't know. We got to find it. So we got to click down here, all data maps. Data map. And we got to look for the one that's got a picture of some water. Yeah. And there we go. Water table map. And look at all this. All the dark blue, that's where the most water is. That's where we want to put our thing. So, in hindsight, this is probably a terrible place for this because this would have been good to put some water there. But we're going to deal with it. Looks like there's plenty of water around here. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. And we're just going to grab some of this water. It's not going to take very much to start us off. Okay. Voila. Yes. Alright, now our people are going to be happy. And this will have added a couple jobs. And this will add, I don't know if do these add jobs? Do the water towers add jobs? You think they do? Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's the wrong button. I don't know how much of that was added by the power plant or how much of that was added by the water pump. Who cares? We're moving on. This is stupid. Why am I wasting time on this? Let's go. Build some city. We're going to have to make some industrial locations here. So this episode is all about plopping the zones. And that's what we're going to do. Plop some zones. I want the people to be able to get to it, though, quickly. So we're going to be extending that out quite a ways. Gosh, that's expensive. But that's okay. We'll make it. We'll make it happen. Alright. I'm going to do this. This will work. With this. Yes. And you're going to see right away the difference that this makes to our jobs. We got a pretty decent industrial demand right now. A ton of commercial demand. These people need more jobs, but that'll change because depending on the type of people who have the type of commercial jobs that they want in shops that they want is going to change. So you got to make sure you put what they want. Although, you know, I wish in a lot of ways you could do this like SimCity 4. And you can just basically build slums in one town, have a ton of heavy industrial, and produce a ton of power and water or whatever you need, and then provide it to all your other cities. You can't necessarily do that in this version of the game because these different jobs, as you saw with these, create demand for other wealth classes. And now that I've played this, you're going to notice it's going to actually require some high wealth jobs. Also, even though it's just dirty industrial, you got like a, you know, a shop owner and some managers, and they're medium wealth, and the shop owner's high wealth, and then you got all your grunt workers, and they're going to be po-folk. No offense. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the time so we can get an idea of what we're dealing with. Now you see all our people are happy with power. Look at that. Got some excess. That's good. That's good. All right. And we got some water. Plenty of that. We don't have any sewage right now. We ought to do something about that. I think these people are going to poo. People are going to poo, and it's going to go all over the place. Oh, here it comes now. Look at that, look at it. Look at the poo. Just goes right over here, and look, this thing is disgusting. This is terrible. Oh, it just sends all the poo onto the ground. I don't even know what to make of this. But that is going to cause a pollution problem in the future. And we're going to have to do something about that. But not right now. We're working on getting our city started. Okay, look at this. We do have some industrial buildings going up. We're pretty happy here. Look at you. What do you got? What are you doing? Low-tech factory. That pretty much says it all, doesn't it? This guy wants something ready for a long day at work. That's right. Your life stinks. I'm familiar with that. Okay. And the poo's going over here. But these guys aren't producing very much poo. I guess they're not allowed to go at work. Yeah, I mean, your life is rough. Okay. Highways doing their job. Unlike the old SimCity games, roads do all the carrying of utilities. There's no more power lines. You can see that the power lines are run through the road. We got street lamps here. You can see the power lines going here. Power lines on the road, just kind of like real life in a way. That makes more sense. And the sewer pipe and the water pipe are all along the roads, also just like real life, which kind of makes sense. So it's good. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm pretty happy about that idea. It's good. It reminds me of Cities Excel in a lot of ways, which is another good game. Not quite as fun, I wouldn't say, as the SimCity franchise is, but probably a little bit more in depth. So we're doing pretty good. We are making bank right now. We are bringing in tons of residential taxes. That's good. We're doing very well. And we can check out our balance now. Somehow we managed not to pull in any high wealthers with this, but I do need to make a little bit more of either commercial or, man, I've got a lot of medium wealth jobs that have nobody working there. What I can do to remove some of these unemployed po folk is turn them into rich people, I believe. Or not rich people, but medium rich people. Or medium broke people, however you want to look at it. We're going to make some of them, and that will turn these guys into these guys, and then they'll take these jobs, theoretically. We're going to give that a shot. Just like in SimCity 4, you want to change the type of people living somewhere, you got to change the land value. And here's how you do it. Land value map. There is no value here. See, white is good for low wealth, red is okay for low wealth only. We need to get this into the pretty dark green and the very dark green if we want to get some mid-wealth people. You see the brackets over here. Yeah. So we're going to make some parks. Dollar sign, double dollar sign, triple, and triple dollar sign. Pretty self-explanatory. We want some double dollar signs. So we're going to do some double dollar signs. Let's do some double dollar signs. Here we go. I like the medium path park because it's medium. It's the Goldilocks park. There we go. A little bit of that. Oh, let's get out of there. Get out of there. Stupid. Okay. That did nothing. That didn't really do anything. We are going to have to expand upon that. I find, through personal experience, that expanding one park is more efficient than laying lots of parks all over your map. They take up less space this way and save you a little bit of money. Not a lot of money. I mean, you're talking $80 an hour. You still pay the same for whatever you lay, but you seem to get more bang immediately for laying multiple parks in the same exact place. To do that, click on your park, click here, and we just modify it. Here we go. A little bit like this, and pump. There you you go. Look, so now I've added to it, and you got a nice little pathway here that people can walk on, and there you go. And here you see already we got medium wealthers moving it. Click on it, medium wealth, and they are the happy. So click our land value. You can see it's semi-dark here, which is good. That's what we wanted. And they're moving on in. And if my theory was correct, which I'm pretty sure it is, we will see down here that we have no more unemployed poor people, and that we have now some medium wealthers, more coming in all the time. Of course, now I've created another problem where now my industry doesn't have enough POFO, so obviously I have to make more housing. So this is the balance game. This is the balance game, trying to get the right numbers of your residential, your commercial, and your industry to make your people happy. Everybody employed in all your factories and all your commercial zones have employees. So let's see what we got. We got 267 people and 178 of them working. Oh boy, that doesn't seem good. There are a total of 425 jobs. So we've got some work to do. We got to get some more jobs in there, but that's a job for another day. I think the principle that we were trying to talk about in this episode, we've pretty much beaten into the ground. Here on out, it's just going to be a balancing game. Adding here, adding there, adding a little here, putting a park down, changing this, changing a street density, changing some street density, adding some more water. It's just going to be balanced. It's just going to be a balancing game. And we're going to play that balancing game, and we're going to start making a lot of money. So I think for our next episode, we're going to talk about, as well as expanding our town, we're going to talk about road densities, and maybe not road density. Maybe we're not going to do that yet. I think we're going to talk about making the people happy. We're going to make our people happy. We're going to give them doctor's offices and free health care. And we're going to give them fire departments so that their houses don't burn down. What else are we going to give them? Police departments so that people aren't robbing their goodies. And we might even talk about government buildings a little bit. We're going to do some of that, I think. Well, we got a good start here. We're pretty, I wouldn't say well balanced. There's definitely some tweaking I need to do here. But for a start, you should have the idea. We're pretty well balanced. You understand how changing one is going to affect all the others. And how you can just go back and forth between the two. And I think we're in a good position to pick up for next time. I'm going to let my baby sleep and not wake her up, and publish this video so that you all can watch it and get ready for the next time. We're going to do lots of fun stuff. So until next time, this is Mr. mrhilamma signing out.